Guess what, Lucy? Mom, what's up? Lawrence is getting married. Really? Why are you so surprised? Did you think he'd never get married? Such a pessimistic child. It's not that, but it feels so sudden. When did he get engaged? Last week. Her name is Anna. She's very quiet. Perfect for our family. Oh, I see. I can't wait to meet her. Finally, I can relax a bit. Relax? What do you mean? Well, Lawrence and Anna decided to live with me. Naturally, she'll handle the household chores, right? So I can enjoy my days freely. Live with you? Has she agreed to this? Of course! Lawrence is the eldest son, so it's his duty to live with us. Just because he's married, it doesn't mean I'm letting go of him. But what about her feelings? She understands. Having him close to me is best for everyone. I wonder. It's important to consider Anna's feelings too. And having her do all the chores isn't fair. You should help her out. I'll help a little, but young people these days get comfortable too easily. To make her a respectable wife, I'll make sure she learns all the housework after the wedding. Not all young people are like that. If you're too strict, she might run away. Don't worry. I'll make sure that won't happen. Please, don't be too hard on her. Adjusting to a new environment will take time. She'll manage. It might be tough at first, but she'll get used to it. Just like when I taught you housework. That's true, but still. Mom, promise me you won't overwork her. Yeah, I know. You'll get the wedding invitation soon, so look forward to it. Listen, Lucy. Anna turned out to be a terrible daughter-in-law. What happened? She went out without my permission. I can't believe it. What are you talking about? Don't play dumb. She's at your place, isn't she? Bring her back immediately. I don't know what you're talking about. She isn't here. I know everything. Her phone's GPS shows she's at yours. Wait, GPS? Did she agree to that? Why would she need to? She's my daughter-in-law. I have to keep track of her. Geez, she's not a pet. Just bring her back home now. Okay, she is here, but she walked here in the freezing weather without a coat, wearing sandals for 3 hours. What's going on? She was supposed to go to the store and be back in 20 minutes. But she broke her promise. You set a time limit for her outings? She's an adult. Isn't that strange? If I don't, she'll just slack off. There's no other choice. She isn't like that, you know. You don't know how sneaky she can be. She must be back from grocery shopping within 50 minutes, from part-time work within 30 minutes. Meals should be finished in 20 minutes, and shower in 15 minutes. She must wake up before us and sleep after us. There's no time for herself. She's a daughter-in-law. It's necessary. What are you talking about? And today, she ran away without finishing the housework. Then you should do it. Why should I do it? You're a full-time housewife, aren't you? She works part-time. You should share the housework. It's a daughter-in-law's job. Why should I do it? She's the wife of my little brother. Honestly, I never thought that spoiled, selfish Lawrence could get married. Of course he can. Why not? I don't know. Anyway, be kinder to her. Listen, a daughter-in-law is a servant of our family. A servant? That's ridiculous. Why? And it's your fault to begin with. How? When you got married and left, there was no one to do the housework. So you thought of me as a servant too? Yes, and a cash cow, though you didn't earn much. Geez, I'm glad I left. Anna works part-time too, but she only earns around $1,000 a month. We should have found a richer daughter-in-law. Unbelievable. No wonder she ran away. I used to be told to come home 20 minutes after school and do housework too. That's how it should be. That's not normal. You've gotten married and still don't understand anything. Anna was curvy and beautiful at the wedding a year ago. Now, she's so skinny and haggard that I almost couldn't recognize her. You sure? She's always been scrawny. Are you feeding her properly? Of course. Leftovers from me and Lawrence are enough for one person. Leftovers? She's the one cooking, isn't she? Naturally. She's the daughter-in-law. Lawrence doesn't say anything about this? Oh, he always says, Mom knows best. This is outrageous. You guys haven't changed at all from the way you treated me. Oh, I was much kinder to you because you're my daughter. I let you go to college, didn't I? But you gave Lawrence an allowance and paid for his college. Well, he's the eldest son. I had to get a loan and work part-time to support myself. Stop bringing up the past. That's ancient history. If you treat Anna the same way, I won't send her back to you. Then you come back home and do the housework. That'll never happen. Don't be ridiculous. Are you defying your mother? I'm married now and independent. I don't have to listen to everything you say anymore. How can you treat Anna so badly? Badly? What are you talking about? I'm just educating her to be a good wife. Educating? Mom, you really haven't changed. Ever since Dad passed away when I was 14, you've treated me terribly. Well, I had a hard time too after he was gone. But you did everything for Lawrence and nothing for me. You didn't even give me any money. Because he's a boy. He needs to take over the family, so he's important. Thinking like that is outdated. I did all the housework since middle school and you did nothing for me. I told you, it was part of your education. Even in high school, I had to work part-time to earn money, and you took my earnings. I used your money for the household. What's wrong with that? Be grateful you had a roof over your head. I had to drop out of college to work, and you took all my salary so I couldn't even move out. It's only natural you contribute to the household. 8 years ago, I met my husband and finally escaped. If I'd stayed, I would have gone crazy. You're exaggerating. When I got married and moved out, you were furious. Of course. Who would do the housework if you left? Mom, that's not right. What's wrong with it? You and Anna are much younger than me, so it's normal you do the housework. I struggled a lot when I was young. I deserve to relax now. But treating Anna like that is wrong. You can say whatever you want, but you're not coming back home, so don't complain. You just don't get it. You've become so sassy since you got married. You have no idea how tough I had it. Tough? Don't be so spoiled. Women have to endure. But you're just making others endure while you take it easy. Enough. I don't want your lectures. Bring Anna back right now. Do you know why she came to my place? She walked for 3 hours in the freezing cold without a coat. She just wanted to avoid doing housework. Her feet were swollen and bleeding. She was that desperate. Getting weak over something like that? How pathetic. You've no idea how hard it was for her. Who cares? She should know her place and not leave the house without permission. Lucy, if you don't send her back, you'll regret it. I've had enough. She'll stay with us. No way. Hey, Lucy. Anna still hasn't come home. Will you stop fooling around and send her back already? I'm struggling without someone to do the housework. I'm not sending her back to your place. She's our household servant. You can't just make decisions on your own. This is her decision as well. A servant doesn't have a say. Stop ignoring her rights. What are you talking about? I'm talking about what you're doing, Mom. Who do you think you are lecturing me? She's a daughter-in-law, part of our family. I can do whatever I want with her. That's insane. Anyway, she doesn't want to return to you and Lawrence. She has no parents or relatives. There was no point in choosing her as Lawrence's wife if she was just going to leave. Wait, what do you mean? I thought she wouldn't have anywhere to go and wouldn't run away if she had no family. That's horrible. So Lawrence didn't choose her. You did? Right, because the one I picked for him is the best for his happiness. She had nowhere to go, so I took her in. Unbelievable. I knew something was off about you, but this is insane. How dare you talk to your mother like that? It's true. You always favored him and neglected me. And now you're treating Anna just as badly. You ran away from home, so don't act all high and mighty. You should have stayed and done the housework forever. Instead, you got married and moved far away. And you stopped sending money as soon as you left. Even so, trying to turn Anna into my replacement is beyond wrong. Someone has to do it. I have no choice. I can't understand your mindset. I can't believe you're my mother. Enough. Fine, you can keep her, but give me $100,000 in return. What the heck? I'll let her marry Lawrence and live in our house for a year, feeding her. I deserve at least that much. That's absurd. $100,000 is too much, and asking for money is ridiculous. If you don't send her back, I'll report you for kidnapping. Then you'll get arrested. Excuse me? You'll be a criminal. What nonsense are you talking about? I'm serious. Transfer the money to my account by the end of today, and I'll let it go. Lucy, how long do you plan to make me wait? For what? Don't play dumb. The money. I still haven't received $100,000. I'm not sending any money. Then send Anna back immediately. I have housework piling up. She's at a doctor right now. She can't stop vomiting. What? Vomiting? Does it mean that I'm getting a grandchild? What? I was going to make her suffer and live in the storage room for a while. But if she's pregnant, that changes everything. Wait, you'd be nice to her if she's pregnant? Why not? If she's having the ear, she deserves better treatment. What if it's a girl? If it's a girl, I don't want her. That's awful. So, how many months along is she? Her nausea isn't due to pregnancy. Food poisoning then? Did you feed her something bad? No. You really only see things your way, don't you? Then what's the cause? The doctor thinks she might have PTSD. What's that? Post-traumatic stress disorder. She was treated so awfully at your house that just thinking about you and Lawrence makes her cry and feel nauseous. Don't blame us. She's just too weak. She's not weak. She had the strength to escape. Only weak people end up like that. Nobody is weak from the start. Don't talk about her like that after she endured a year in such an oppressive environment. You were fine with it. I grew up with it, so I thought it was normal. But even now, 8 years later, I still cry when I remember the past. That's why I go to counseling. You're just as weak as she is. Pathetic. I knew it, but you really don't care to understand your own daughter. What do you expect me to understand? You're not a little child anymore. I always hoped you would treat me with the same kindness you show Lawrence. But my husband was right. It's impossible. Oh, so your husband put these ideas in your head. My psychiatrist husband has been supporting me all along. That's why I'm strong now. Wait, he's a psychiatrist? I told you when we got married 8 years ago. Did you? I was too mad about you leaving to remember. You were indeed outraged. If he's a doctor, he makes good money, right? Excuse me? Then $250,000 will do. What are you talking about? I'll give you Anna for $250,000. Stop this nonsense. I'm serious. A doctor can get that money easily, right? Or make it $300,000. I understand. Good. Then transfer it now. I'm going to sue you. Sue me? For what? For violating Anna's rights. You admitted to constantly monitoring her and depriving her of food. What are you talking about? We have the medical diagnosis, and she's kept a diary of everything that happened. It's enough evidence. I'm sure we won't lose if we go to court with this. Stop pretending to be a lawyer. Oh, did I forget to mention I'm a lawyer? What? Don't be ridiculous. A college dropout can't be a lawyer, especially with your grades. My grades suffered because I had no time to study between work and chores. Oh, really? After getting married, I started to question the environment I grew up in. I wanted to help others who were suffering the same way, so I studied hard and became a lawyer. Oh, so you must be making a lot of money, right? Then you should send me some living expenses every month. Even now, you still say things like that. But we're family. You should take care of your mother. Sarah, I no longer consider you my mother. I'm cutting all ties with you. Don't say that. And from now on, I'll be representing Anna in her divorce, alimony claims, and all the human rights violations she's endured. Wait, are you serious? I'm very serious. Brace yourself because I will be suing not just you but Lawrence as well. Wait a minute. I don't have money for anything like that. Lawrence has been unemployed for a long time, and you were living off Anna's earnings, weren't you? Yes, it's true. Can't you see how pitiful we are? Don't say such scary things. I no longer have a mother or a brother. I'll be kind to Anna from now on. Let's all get along. I'll also be reporting this to the police. I will ensure you are held accountable to the fullest extent. Please, don't involve the police. I'll apologize for everything. Prepare to experience the hell that we went through. Goodbye, former mother. Lucy, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Looking back, I can't believe I survived over 20 years with such an unreasonable mother. She only adored my brother and saw me, her daughter, as nothing more than a servant and a cash cow. Even after getting married, I kept forcing myself to stay in contact with them, fearing the family conflict that would arise if I cut ties, despite wanting nothing to do with them deep down. But Anna's brave decision to escape from that house was a wake-up call for me. It led to both my mother and brother being arrested. During Anna's medical examination, the doctor found multiple scars on her body. Now my mother and brother are in prison and won't be out for a while. Of course, I've also sued them. When they are released, I'll make sure they pay every penny of the alimony they owe. They will have to face the consequences of the pain they've inflicted on others. Anna is now living with us. At first, she was quiet and constantly fearful. But with the support of my psychiatrist husband, she's starting to come out of her shell. Recently, she's even begun to open up to me like a real sister. Seeing her smile fills me with happiness. From now on, I will no longer be held back by my past and will lead a happy life.